they're their jerseys, that would be sick. Those would be great.
No numbers? I don't think so. Passes it to the man.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to NBL of Canada action here at Center 200 between the Cape Breton Highlanders, and Niagara River Lions. Good start. I'm here with Alex McLeod. Alex, what's going on?
Not too much. Great to be here. Excited for this playoff run.
Yeah, two teams on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. Highlanders sitting at 10-22 right now, just behind the Moncton Miracles, who have 13 wins this season. And Alex, Highlanders are coming off a 4-game road trip where they went 1-3. How important was it to have a better record on that road trip, do you think?
I mean, obviously going down the stretch, you want to win your games, right? But I think right now you got to put those behind you, get back. You got to get things done at home today. You can't give up home losses right now.
Tough loss last night in Charlottetown for the Highlanders. They lost to the Island Storm. Starting for them today is Chad Frazier, Anthony Walker, Booker Woodfox, Charles Mann, and Billy Rush. Meanwhile, for the River Lions, Jardine gets a start along with O'Corey, Muldrow, Williams Jr., and Amarty. And the Highlanders win the tip. Chad Frazier controls the ball, and he'll start things for the Highlanders. Frazier finds Rush on the elbow. Nice backdoor pass to Booker Woodfox, and there's Anthony Walker with the putback slam. Jardine, the Syracuse alumni, running the point for Niagara.
One of the most recognizable names in this league for sure.
The River Lions swing it. There's going to be a foul called. I think it's going to be on the floor. Jardine will inbound for Niagara. Uses the screen, drives, kicks it out. Another drive here, and an audacious attempt right there from Amarty. But he'll go to the line for two.
Nice strong take to the net there. Tried to cram over the defender.
Yeah. I believe he tried to cram on Anthony Walker there, try to give him a taste of his own medicine.
That might not be something that you want to start the game off doing, getting Anthony Walker angry.
Walker already has a dunk in this one as Amarty makes both free throws. Here's Frazier. Finds Rush on the elbow. Hands it off to Woodfox. Skips it right back over to Rush. Rush off the dribble. The jumper is good. 4-2 is the score early on in this one. Highlanders lead. Scoop Jardine. Setting up the offense for the River Lions. Muldrow. Looking inside. He finds Williams. The hook shot rattles in. Nice move there from Williams Jr. Man the three. Long on that one. Big rebound from Walker, but it's knocked away out of bounds. The Highlanders will retain possession. Man to inbound for Cape Breton. Gets it inside. Walker tried to answer with the slam. He'll go to the line for two now.
Tried to go Dwight Howard Superman on that finish.
Walker hits the first free throw. And the second one is no good. Williams with the rebound for Niagara. Scoop Jardine into the paint. Easy left-hand layup for him.
That's way too easy in transition for the Highlanders to allow that close look at the rim.
Here's Frazier. Turns it over. Here comes Williams. 4-on-1 break. And there's a huge slam from
One fan had to put the popcorn down and dish the ball back to the official. Great to see the fans getting involved.
Yeah. Here's Frazier using the screen. Calls for another one from Walker. Skips it over to Rush. Rush tried to find Walker, but a bit of a miscommunication there. Williams has it to Jardine. The three just short. Rebounded by Rush. Highlanders coming back the other way. It's Woodfox on the wing, and that's going to be a foul on Jardine. Frazier will inbound for Cape Breton. The Highlanders swing it. Woodfox has it. The three is good. Tie game at 8 early on here in the first quarter. Jardine feeding Williams down low. Good ball movement here. Williams the three, no good. Rebounded by Walker. Woodfox gets fouled by Williams, and the Highlanders will control the ball on the sideline.
Two quick fouls there for Williams. Put him on the bench for the rest of the quarter.
Hall will check in for the River Lions. Walker hands it right back to Frazier. Frazier passes up on the screen. And there's going to be an off the ball foul called on Okori. Shadrack Lufiel checking in for Walker. It seemed like Walker was off to a good start, though, Alex.
Yeah, it might be just in need of a breather. It is early in the game, but we want to get Lufiel involved, obviously.
Lufiel spins. Nice move. Looked like it was
That looked
goaltending.
like goaltending.
Yeah.
Yep.
No call. Here's Okori. The three from Amarty is long, but it's an offensive rebound from Muldrow. Muldrow's hook shot is no good. Frazier in transition for the Highlanders. Skips it out. Man short on the three. Jardine inside. It's Hall. Hall, the left hand, no good. Rebounded by Lufiel. Highlanders on a break. Frazier to Lufiel. Another big block there.
Again, that looked like goaltending to me. It looked like he got the goal after it hit the backboard.
Marty misses back-to-back layups. And the River Lions come up empty on that fast break. Woodfox. Long on that one, rebounded by Hall. Jardine skips it out. Amarty to the paint, no good, looking for a foul call. But here comes Frazier in transition. Kicks it out to a wide open Woodfox, and that's good.
He's not going to miss that shot 2 times in a row.
I like the pace that the Highlanders are playing at right now, Alex.
Yep.
Really pushing it in transition. Jardine feeding Hall. Can't bank it in.
Niagara having some trouble on these easy layups.
Looks like Okori will pick up another foul. That'll be his second. And it's going to be Moore checking in, along with Rocca for the River Lions. And the Highlanders will set up. Frazier pulling up from 3. Short on that one. Rebounded by Rocca. Hands it off to Jardine, and he'll set up the offense. Jardine, nice inside-out dribble, gets to the paint, and he'll get the bucket and the foul.
That was a great crossover dribble there used to leave his man behind him. Great job getting to the rim. Yeah. Great inside-out move.
Jardine, as we mentioned, played under Jim Boeheim at Syracuse. Scott checks in for the Highlanders as Jardine misses the free throw. And that's going to be out of bounds. Rush was thinking he got pushed there.
Not too happy with that call. And it took the official a little while to call it, too. He was standing out of bounds with the ball, and nothing seemed to be happening.
Great pump fake there from Rocca. Can't get the bucket to go, though. A lot of off-the-ball foul calls so far in this one, Alex.
Yeah. I mean, I like to let the guys play a little bit more. I like to see that battling down low, right? So anytime you go to a game and you don't even realize the officials are there, except for when they're doing things right.
Yeah.
That's what you want, right? You don't want them to be the focal point.
There's a big three from Duran Scott. Rocca gonna set up at the point for Niagara. It's Moore. Ball fakes and gets it inside. Muldrow. Double teamed. Skips it out. Jardine into the paint. Layup is good.
Great move. Really tucked the ball under his arm there to protect it from the bigger defenders.
Nice lob into Shadrach Lufiel. He's blocked again, but there's going to be a foul call. Lufiel will go to the line for two.
Hall not a big fan of that call.
5:42 remaining here in the first quarter. Highlanders lead 14-12.
Media timeout.
We're never aware of the media timeouts, Alex. So what are you seeing from the Highlanders so far today?
Well, like you said, I like the pace that they're playing with. They're getting up and down. Really, they should be losing this game right now, but thanks to some wide open missed layups by Niagara, they're able to hold the lead.
Yeah, these are two teams that have struggled a bit all year, so
Yep.
it's good to see them getting some even competition, I guess.
But I mean, we've seen the Highlanders be competitive with everyone in the league, right? Like, it's just they've come up on the worst side of a lot of tight games. I don't know if you guys, viewers can hear us right now. I can barely hear myself.
Pretty good crowd here at Center 200 for an Easter Sunday game.
Yep.
Also, happy Easter to folks watching. I don't
Happy
think
Easter,
I
everyone.
wished everyone a happy Easter at the start of the broadcast. We should be ready to get back into action momentarily.
Cape Breton tennis star Alan Rossetto in the crowd this afternoon. Yep.
A Cape Breton tennis legend.
True. Yep. So I'm signing some autographs pre-game for some youngsters. Always good.
Highlanders coming on with Scott, Rush, Lufiel, Frazier, and Mann. Lufiel on the line for the Highlanders. Hits the first free throw. Lufiel played for Wichita State. Misses the first free throw. And second free throw, sorry. Here comes Niagara. Jardine. Over to Rocca. River Lions swing it. It's Hall inside, backing down Lufiel. The fade. Gets the roll. And it's a 1-point game. Highlanders taking their time to set up. Scott down to the low block. He fades. No good on the Dirk Nowitzki move. Jardine uses the screen. Finds Hall down low. Hall. Lots of space to go to work in the post. Less than 10 on the shot clock. The fade, no good. Rebounded by Rush.
Great pass there from Rush.
Nice
Great
finish.
finish from Lewfield.
Highlanders seem to be a better team when they push the ball in transition, Alex.
For sure.
Jardine tried to force it in there, and it's a turnover. Here come the Highlanders in transition again, but Frazier loses it.
I think it's got to be a bounce pass there.
Nice pump fake there from Muldrow. The jumper rattles out, though. Here's Frazier. Frazier inside. Kicks it out. Rush, the three. Good. Jardine at the point guard position right now for Niagara. Jardine in the corner. Crosses over, drives, the reverse. No good, but he'll get two at the line.
Jardine showing early his ability to get right to the rim. He's obviously a great ball handler and has been a good distributor for Niagara as well.
Marty is checking in again for Niagara. Had a big dunk earlier in the game in case you guys missed it. Jardine hits the first free throw. We'd love to hear from you on Twitter throughout the game. Hit us up at Dylan_White or at AlexMcLeod24. Hit us up with questions, comments, feedback, analysis, etc. Whatever it is, we'd love to hear from you. Jardine misses the jumper at the free throw line. It's 2015 right now. What a year. Highlanders lead. Just under 3.5 to go as Frazier gets right to the rim. Moore kicks it back to the point to Jardine. Jardine tries to lob it in, turns it over. Here come the Highlanders in transition again. Springer turns it over. Armati, Euro step. Can't get the finish, but the putback from Rocca is good. This game's gone off the Rocca.
Wow. All right.
Here's Scott. They're giving him the shot. Rattles in. Hand down, man down.
Yep.
25-17. Just under 2.5 to go here in the first quarter. Rocco with the answer, making it a 5-point game. Springer might have had the back door cut wide open there, but Frazier will take a three, and it's good. Good start to the game offensively for the Highlanders. They lead 28-20. Rocca feeds Moore in the post. Moore will go to the line for two.
Austin Witter ready to check into the game.
This is the first action for Witter so far in this one. He checks in for Rush. Moore hits the first free throw. And the second one is good as well. Frazier swings it. He'll get it right back. Scott jabs and drives.
Tough shot.
And Lufiel can't get the tip to go, and it's going to be Niagara ball.
How is that Niagara ball?
I didn't get a good view of it, Alex. What did you think happened?
That looked like it was off 2 Niagara players.
Charles Mann checking in. Frazier will take a seat. Here's Moore. Rocca, the 3, just short. Rebounded by Springer, and that's going to be a foul. That's going to be on Rocca. Highlanders are in the bonus. Springer will shoot 2.
I did like Springer's reaction there, though. He wasn't looking for the call. It was a late whistle on that foul call, but he wasn't looking for the call. He was ready to just play on. That's what you like to see.
Springer not wearing his usual goggles today, Alex.
Oh, yeah. Maybe he'll have to ask the Easter Bunny for a new pair.
I wonder how much that affects your shot, Alex.
I've never
had to wear goggles playing. Here's Murray. Gets the screen from Hall. Murray lobs it up. Hall finishes. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Highlanders lead 30-24. Witter. Highlanders moving it around. Lufiel has it down low. He bounces it out to Witter. Witter inside.
Nice pass.
Springer. Reverse layup is good. Less than 30 seconds remaining in the quarter. Here's Murray. Armati. He drains a 3. Amarty. He's having a good start to the game.
Your favorite call, Dylan?
Yeah, the warning. Might as well do it until you get it. Unless you're really sportsmanlike, I guess. And great way to draw the foul there for Charles Mann. He'll go to the line as this quarter comes to the close.
Interesting foul call there. Looks like the defender stayed on the ground, but
Mann had a foot on the line, so he'll only shoot 2. Just 1.3 remaining in the quarter.
a hush falls over center 200.
Yeah, got really quiet in here. Mann misses the first one. Usually pretty good from the line.
Yeah, and really good at getting to the line.
And that one rattles in. And that'll do it for the first quarter. Highlanders lead 33-27, which gives us a perfect time to thank our local sponsors. Eco Home Insulation Systems, insulating your home by tomorrow's standards today. Celtic Creek RV, life is an adventure. Let us take you there. Nova Imprint, your local authorized Xerox agency. Seaside Communications, we live here. Burger King. Boston Pizza, we will make you a fan. Travelodge, the official home of the Cape Breton Highlanders. CGI Health Group, better health begins here. And finally, the Canadian Coast Guard College, the official practice arena for your Cape Breton Highlanders. We'd love to hear from you on Twitter throughout the game, folks. Hit us up at Dylan_White or at AlexMcLeod24. Give us questions, comments, feedbacks.
Feedbacks, yep.
Feedbacks.
Multiple feedbacks.
analysis, etc. Whatever it is, we'd love to hear from you. We have a tweet in from Tammy Ferguson, a loyal tweeter of ours. She says, "Happy Easter. It's a Hurricanes girl cheering on the Cape Breton Highlanders. Would love to see them in the playoffs."
I think that would be a great matchup.
Yep. It's going to be an uphill battle for the Highlanders, though, to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, game and a half back right now on Moncton. They do have 3 games in hand over Moncton and 2 games left with Moncton.
Yeah, so it's going to be a tight finish. 7 games remaining, 4 of them at home, 3 on the road. But this would be a big win here tonight if they can get it over Niagara.
Yep.
This is a game they should win. They defeated the River Lions in Niagara, 108-107 just last week. We're ready to return to action here at Center 200. Witter, Springer, Mann, Scott, and Walker will start the quarter for Cape Breton. O'Corey inbounds for Niagara. Murray controls the point for the River Lions. Gets the screen from Hall, passes up. Murray right to the hoop. Good start to the quarter for Niagara. Here's Scott. Swinging it over. Witter decides to shoot it. Just short on that one. Rebounded by Murray. It's Hall. Amarty kicks it out. Williams, the 3. That's no good. Mann gets the rebound. Mann inside. Walker couldn't squeeze it. And it's going to be Niagara ball. Murray behind the back pass. And here's Hall down low. Kicks it right back out to Williams, who drives and kicks. Murray banks it in. Wonder if he called bank on that one.
I think I heard him. Yeah, I think he did.
Here's Witter. Pump fakes and drives. The layup, no good. Looks like it went off Witter, but it's going to be Highlanders ball. Woodfox is ready to check back in for Cape Breton. Springer will take a seat. Here's Scott. Inside, Witter can't handle it, but falls right into the hands of Mann. Woodfox with the 3, and you can book her. Here's O'Corey. Uses the screen from Hall. Step back jumper. Good. Nick O'Corey, a dangerous scorer for Niagara. Scott kicks it out. Woodfox drives and kicks right back to Scott, and he'll drain the 3. 39-34, just under 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Murray uses the screen, goes behind the back to Williams. He finds Hall in perfect post position. Can't get the hook shot to go, but the putback is good. Mann passes up the screen from Walker. He spins into the paint, but he'll turn it over. Billy Rush will check in for Witter. Williams inbounds for Niagara. Murray will see through the offense. Murray into the paint and is mishandled by Hall. Woodfox travels. Tries to correct his steps.
Yep.
Nice baseball pass. Full court to a Corey. Corey drives, and he'll be fouled by Mann. Three-point game right now. Just over 9 minutes to go. Second quarter. Scoop Jardine comes back in, as does Chad Frazier. Williams down low to Hall. Wide open, Nick Corey drains the three. And that has been a problem all year for the Highlanders, Alex. Wide open threes. And Ben Resner not happy with that. We have another tweet in, this one from Jody Brown. She says, how many fans cheering on the Highlanders today?
Well, we don't have exact attendance numbers, but
yeah,
again, it looks like a healthy crowd.
Yeah, we won't get the attendance numbers until after the game. Usually they're in the NBL of Canada's weekly report. But
I'd say well over 1,400.
Yeah, the attendance numbers towards the last few games have been 1,500 to 2,000 range, so pretty healthy numbers for the Highlanders. Definitely been a success in terms of attendance here in their first year, Alex.
Absolutely.
Hopefully that can translate into next year as well if the team stays here.
And if they can get into the playoffs, then this is a great atmosphere for players to play in, a loud crowd. Cape Bretoners always like to get their 2 cents in.
Yeah, I'm sure Cape Bretoners filled up Center 200 for the Eagles playoff game, so I'm sure they'll do the same for the Highlanders if they're able to sneak in here in these final 7 games. And what do the Highlanders need to focus on over these last 7 games to really make that final playoff push?
Well, it all starts on the defensive end, right? They got to get stops, prevent, like we said, the three-point shooting has been their biggest struggle all year. So got to make sure that you're in hands on shooters. That's really starts in the film room too, right? You got to identify shooters, know who you're going to be looking for in transition, and get a hand in the pocket.
And we're ready to get back underway and more second quarter action here at Center 200. Billy Rush inbounding for Cape Breton. Frazier. Looks like Niagara have switched to a 2-3 zone. Woodfox, the 3. No good. Rebounded by O'Corey.
It would be an interesting decision, seeing as Cape Breton's already made 8 3-pointers today.
Yeah. Might have just been a one-possession thing coming out of the timeout, but no, it looks like they're sticking with it. Woodfox in the corner, inside, and it's going to be a jump ball. It'll remain Cape Breton possession. And a zone is a good defense, Alex, to throw off your opponent for a few possessions.
It looks like a bit of a matchup zone. I don't know if it's actually a 2-3.
Man, he'll go to the line for 2. Caught the defense sleeping for a few seconds. And Scoop Jardine, of course, is pretty knowledgeable with the zone after
2-3 zone.
Yeah, playing under Jim Boeheim, Syracuse.
Syracuse, I believe, is the only team in NCAA Division I basketball that only uses a 2-3 zone. Of course, they recruit based on what they need in their zone, so no surprise there.
Yeah, I feel like what makes you good at man-to-man defense is the same that make you good for zone.
Yeah.
So you're just recruiting for defense.
I think having a little more length in the zone on your wingmen helps rather than having, your short-armed guards. They tend to get bigger guards, I find.
I mean, having length on defense, period, helps.
True.
Jardine, the 3, no good. Williams gets the offensive rebound, kicks it out. Okori, the 3, short on that one. Another offensive rebound for Williams. He'll drive this time, and he'll get the bucket. And the River Lions lead 43-41. Frazier penetrates and pitches out to Mann. He'll skip it over to Woodfox. Goes right off the foot of Walker.
Not a good pass there from Woodfox.
Big slam there from Amarty. He's had a few high-flying dunks for the River Lions so far, Alex.
And he really gets up quickly. He doesn't really look like he's going up for a big jam, and then all of a sudden he's hanging from the rim.
Woodfox, the 3 is good. And that's a way to bust his own quickly. Just start catching fire from deep.
That's right.
Jardine finds Hall. Pump fakes, kicks it back out. 10 on the shot clock. Hall, great post position again, and he'll get the and one. We've seen Hall just get some incredible post position several times. What can Walker do to stop that, Alex?
Well, he's just got to be more physical. He's just got to, man up and not worry about always getting that big block. But like you said, post position is very important.
Of course, Hall can't maintain that post position for too long.
That might be why we're seeing Lufield checking in the game. He's not more physical down low than Walker.
Yeah, Lufield doesn't have the same athleticism as Walker does, but definitely a bit stronger.
Yep. Also a little more of an outside shot on the offensive end for Lufield.
That's going to go off of Corey out of bounds. And the Highlanders seem to be having some trouble with the zone right now, Alex.
Yeah, it's definitely got them stagnant right now. They gotta find a good possession here. Get your man in the middle, which is why Walker is a good guy to have on offense. But if he's a liability on defense, and you gotta get him out of there.
There's a turnover,
and it's not too often we say that Anthony Walker's a liability on defense.
Yeah.
But he's just getting battled, beaten down right now.
Amarty with another bucket for Niagara. Looks like they're switching back to man-to-man. Man airballs that one. Scoop Jardine with the rebound. Jardine kicks it out. Gets it right back. He'll drive. Williams, the 3. Good. And that's a big run there from the Niagara River Lions. 53-44 they lead. So what do the Highlanders need to do to make a run to get right back into this game, Alex?
Well, you're seeing the transition game is really letting them down right now. Lots of good looks for Niagara. You just got to be better, honestly. Like, I don't know if it's a strategic thing. I think it's just you got to work harder.
Yeah. And, I mean, these guys have probably seen a zone defense enough that they should be able to break it on the fly.
Yep.
Rather than having that much of an impact on the game, Alex, to create a big run. I mean, ball fakes are one thing that break zone defense pretty easily. Attacking the middle. But that was a great adjustment there from Niagara to slow down the Highlanders a little bit. We should be ready to get back into action momentarily. Right now, Richard Amarty, 11 points for the Niagara River Lions. Woodfox has 12 for Cape Breton, leading all scorers. Crowd going bananas right now here at Center 200. The hype man here definitely does a good job.
Yep.
Here's Frazier. Niagara back into that zone. Frazier the 3. Short on that one. Offensive rebound though. Man, the 3.
Oh, it looks like is that Rush? Rush
Yep.
down there? That looks like he's hurt. Looks like he hit his head.
We'll have to see that again. Rush might have hit his head against the hoop there.
He appears to be all right.
Staying in the game. Frazier to man. Man to Lufiel. Short corner jumper. No good. It's an 11-point lead right now for Niagara. Okori slows things down. He'll find Hall down low. And he'll go to the line for 2. 5:10 remaining here in the first half. River Lions lead 55-44. Hall looking to add to that lead right now. Hits the first free throw. And the second one is good. Frazier has it on the wing. Skips it over. That's
Everything.
Yeah. Skips it over everything. Pretty accurate there.
Yep.
Scott will come in. I think Frazier will take a seat. And this zone has really thrown off the Highlanders, Alex.
Yep.
Okori. Williams, the 3. Long on that one. Here's Woodfox.
I think one of the tendencies when you're playing against the zone is to settle for that outside shot and try that tough skip pass. As we see him knock one down here.
It's going to be an and 1-3 for Billy Rush.
But the important thing when you're going against the zone is you get that touch in the post so you can open things
Yeah.
up for easier shots.
You usually like to see a 3-out, 2-in action against the zone, Alice. Good
Yep.
to have that high-low post action. Really attacking the middle and getting the defense moving is what breaks the zone and allows for those open threes. Rush completes the and 1.
Rush obviously no worse for wear after hitting his head
Yeah.
there and able to connect for that 4-point play.
Here's Jardine. Uses the screen. Jardine into the paint, kicks it out. The 3, good. That's a Corey with the 3. He can catch fire quickly. And Niagara back into man-to-man, it looked like, for that possession. Nice rebound there from Muldrow. Marty pump fakes, drives. He'll get the and 1, but
Looks
gonna
like
be
it's
a
going the other
charge,
way.
yeah.
Offensive foul call. Really milked that call, didn't the official,
Yeah.
Dylan?
I'm not sure about that call, Alex. I thought that would have been a good and 1.
It's hard to say. I mean, the defender definitely was stationary, so obviously he thought might have been a little bit of a flop, but he obviously thought that it was enough contact that to warrant the charge call.
Scott turns it right over to Nick Okori. 3-on-2, and Rocca.
Nice pass. Very crafty find there by
Great
Rocca.
dish. Right to Williams, who finishes. 62-48 is the score. Just under 3.5 to go here in the first half.
He really knows how to dish the Rocca.
Here's Rush. Nice pass. The hook from Walker is no good. He gets his own rebound, though, and he'll go to the line.
So what did the Easter Bunny bring you, Dylan?
Some mini eggs.
Nice.
Yeah. Walker hits the first free throw.
Get some new socks?
I did not.
Wow. Easter Bunny slacking.
Walker hits 1 of 2 from the line. Here's Jardine. Into
Nice
the paint.
pass.
River Lions moving the ball around. Williams to Okori. The 3 just short on that one. Going to be an off-the-ball foul called on Williams. Moore comes in for Niagara. Again, we'd love to hear from you on Twitter. Hit us up at Dylan_White or at AlexMcLeod24. Questions, comments, feedback, etc. Where you're watching from, whatever it is, we'd love to hear from you. Walker tried the putback.
After that great move by the guard to drop Rocca in the crossover, unable to get that one to go for Walker.
Moore at the line for Niagara. Little update on the NBA action for those of you who aren't watching both games right now. Washington Wizards up 67-61 on the Atlanta Hawks in the third quarter. Moore short on the free throw. Here come the Highlanders the other way. Scott uses a screen. He'll pull up from 3 and drain it. Deron Scott having a great game so far today, Alex.
Yeah, it was a great shot. Not really sure with the shot selection, but
Yeah.
it's hard to fault him when it goes in.
Muldrow, no good on the 3. Big rebound from Scott. Scott in transition. Spins. And he'll go to the line for 2.
Looked like he just lost the ball there. Little bailout call by the official.
Scott hits the first free throw. And the second one is good as well. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Jardine into the paint. High up the glass, he gets the finish.
Nice little scoop there.
I'm sure he's heard that one before, Alex. Big block there from Muldrow. It's going to remain Highlanders ball, though.
I wonder if that's where he got the nickname for being so good at scoops. Or maybe
Possibly.
maybe he's a really good journalist.
Yeah, or he really likes ice cream.
So many possibilities.
Yeah. I'm sure a quick Google search will...
Maybe he's a really big soup fan.
Who knows? Rush, driving, kicking out to Frazier. Mishandled it for a second, but regroups. Highlanders swing it. Here's Woodfox. Just one on the shot clock. Frazier, great bucket to beat the buzzer. 65-56 for the River Lions. 1 minute remaining in the half. Corey can't get the roll. Here's Scott to Walker.
Oh, my God.
Sit down, be humble. Anthony Walker, the huge slam.
What a one-hander.
Here is Jardine. Swings it over. Moore, the three, in and out. 30 seconds to go here in the first half. The Center 200 crowd energized after the big slam. Frazier can't get the turnaround fade to fall.
Niagara holding for the last possession.
O'Corey guarded by Scott. 7 seconds remaining. It's Moore driving, meets Walker right at the rim. Great block there from Anthony Walker.
2.2 seconds remain in the half. We're going to have a timeout.
Niagara going to draw something up, to try and close out the half. And we have a few tweets in. One from Tammy Ferguson. She says, I think the Easter Bunny brought Booker Woodfox some extra Kit Kat bars. He's 3-point emoji, fire emoji, basketball emoji. Thanks for the tweet, Tammy. Booker Woodfox off to a great start. And we have another tweet in from Matt Latour. At Matt_Latour on Twitter. He says, Niagara's play-by-play guy watching from Toronto today. Nice work, boys. Thanks for the tweet, Matt. Appreciate it. Ready to get back underway for the final 2 seconds here of the first half. Niagara inbounding. It's Jardine. Lobs it up. Hall. The fade. No good. That'll
Good
do it.
stop there by the Highlanders to close the half.
That'll do it for the first half. Highlanders trail the River Lions 65-58. Stay tuned. We'll be back for the second half momentarily. Hello, folks, and welcome back to Center 200 for more NBL of Canada basketball action between the Cape Breton Highlanders and Niagara River Lions. My name is Dylan White. I'm still here with Alex McLeod. Alex, what are you looking forward to in the second half?
Well, we got to see some more defense, really, out of both teams. 65-58 is a high-scoring half. You're not going to win many games giving up 130 points. So you really got to make sure that they're locking down defensively, getting stops, getting back in transition defense, not allowing too many open threes. Just overall has to be better.
Niagara seemed to lock down Cape Breton a bit with the zone towards the end of the first half. Do you expect them to go forward with that in the second half as well?
I don't think they'll come out in it. I would say that they'll usually come out of a half and man-to-man. But I would definitely look for them to go back to it later in the half.
Here's Muldrow missing the three. Frazier coming back the other way. He'll pull up from three. Bit off on that one. Rebounded by Amarty. Williams swings it over. O'Corey handing it off to Jardine. Jardine down low.
Nice find.
Amarty, misses the three. Big offensive board there from Muldrow. The hook. No good, but he'll go to the line for two. Muldrow on the line. Hits the first free throw. And the second one is good as well. 67-58. Early on here in the second half. Billy rushed the three. No good.
He likes that spot, too. That's his comfort zone right there.
O'Corey down low. Williams gets it stolen from him by Frazier as he went up. Frazier inside out into the paint. Nice dish to Walker, and he'll go to the line. Good hard foul there from the River Lions. That's the fifth foul for Williams.
You're allowed 6 fouls. On the 6th foul, you'll foul out of the game.
Walker misses the first free throw. Walker 2 of 5 from the free throw line so far today. Make that 3 of 6. Here's Jardine slowing things down and setting up the offense for Niagara. He gets into the paint. That one forced its way through.
Great ball movement here from Niagara.
Man to Woodfox. Little miscommunication there, and it's going to be River Lions ball.
Highlanders bench not happy with that call. They thought that the ball stayed in bounds.
67-59. 10.5 to go here in the third quarter. O'Corey coming off the screen, misses the jumper. Walker secures the rebound for the Highlanders. Chad Frazier uses the screen, gets into the paint, kicks it out, Rush wide open, good on the three. Billy Rush really sees the benefits of great ball movement for the Highlanders.
He sure does, Dylan. Great work on the offensive glass there for Hall. Unable to come up with that one, but he's battling down there every possession.
Man, the three steps into it and nails it. Charles Mann makes it a 2-point game. O'Corey goes right into Woodfox, skips it over, and the three is good. for Richard Amarty. He's got 14 in this one. Frazier blocked at the rim by Hall, and here come the River Lions the other way. Okori into the paint, double clutches, can't get the finish. Great rebound there from Amarty, kicks it out, Jardine the three, and he'll drain it from the corner. 73-65, just like that. Highlanders were within two. Woodfox, nice feed. Walker, another huge slam.
Massive.
Anthony Walker. Here's Jardine. Inside, Hall. That's going to be a foul called. Just watching a replay of that Anthony Walker dunk. He could have quite the Hoops mixtape, Alex, when the season is over.
Yeah, a couple of outrageous finishes.
Yeah. His first game here at Center 200, he scored 10 points off of 5 dunks.
Yep.
Hall hits both free throws, and Shadrack Lufiel will come in for Walker. We'd love to hear from you on Twitter throughout the second half. Hit us up at Dylan_White or at AlexMcLeod24. Hit us up with questions, comments, feedback, analysis, etc. Whatever it is, love to hear from you. Looks like Lufiel's a bit shaken up. Big and one there from Hall. He'll go to the free throw line looking to complete it. The suspect sweeping is always on display here at Center 200, Alex. Not really putting their back into it.
Nope.
Hall misses the free throw. Big rebound for Rush. Frazier gets the screen from Lufiel. Good ball movement from the Highlanders. Woodfox wide open. Short on the three. Okori inside. Hall, great post position again, but it's going to be a foul called on Lufiel. Highlanders have 13 threes so far today, Alex.
Yeah, of their 21 made field goals, 13 from beyond the arc.
52% shooting from beyond the arc as well. Niagara have just 8. Okori coming off the screen. Nice bounce pass to the inbounder, Jardine, for the quick layup. Great inbounds play right there. 79-67. Rush the three. No good. River Lions coming back the other way. It's Okori. Okori in the corner. Lobs it in.
Great pass.
And there's a finish from Hall.
And if you're a defender, you have to be aware of where the ball is at all times. You can't turn your back like that if you're Lufiel.
That's a pass that should not have gotten through, I don't think. It was a soft lob into the post.
I'll always have to see the ball.
Yeah. But good execution there from the River Lions. 81-67, sorry, is the score here in the third quarter. What do the Highlanders need to do, Alex, to get back into this one?
Well, they got to get out in transition like they were earlier. I mean, really, if you look at it, they're getting outplayed by a fair margin. 14-point lead, and they've made 13 threes, so the three balls really keep them in the game. But you got to get better looks down low. You just got to get some more out of your bigs. And on the defensive end, you're just allowing too many threes. They've only hit 8, but they've all been right there. There's a lot of good looks that they're getting from three.
Yeah, Highlanders turning the ball over twice as much as the River Lions so far. 12-6 is the turnover battle right now between the Highlanders and the River Lions. And has some stats with you so far. Leading the way for all scorers is a three-way tie. Actually, Carl Hall has 17 points leading all scorers to go along with 4 rebounds, while Scoop Jardine and Richard Amarty both chipped in 14 for the River Lions, while Kirk Williams Jr. has 11. Meanwhile, for the Highlanders, leading the way is Duron Scott with 14, and Billy Rush and Booker Woodfox each have 12.
Woodfox also with 6 assists so far today.
He's not usually a big-time distributor for them, but
no, yeah, he's doing a good job kicking the ball around today.
Frazier, the three, short, big putback from Billy Rush with the slam. Here's Scoop Jardine. Turns it over. Highlanders on a 3-on-2 fast break. Woodfox, the long two is good. Jardine dictating the offense right now. Hall fouled by Witter down low. And Hall still seems to be having his way with the big men of the Highlanders down low, just getting whatever position he wants. O'Corey. Great handoff there to create some space. Amarty, the three, good. Richard Amarty, he's had a pretty big impact today, 17 points. Rush. Step back jumper, no good. Rebounded by Hall. Niagara in transition. There's another three for the River Lions.
This game is getting away from the Highlanders very quickly.
87-71, just under 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Frazier uses the screen from Witter. Into the paint, Frazier draws a foul, and he'll go to the line for 2.
22 points already for Niagara this quarter in just over 6 minutes. That's not getting it done, as we pointed out at halftime.
We have another tweet in, this one from Lindsay Pink. She says, huge Highlanders fan here, sick with the flu, but watching from my bed. Go Highlanders. Thanks for the tweet, Lindsay. Hope you feel better and you're able to get here for the next game. Frazier hits the free throw. 87-73. Highlanders need to make a run to get back in this one. Jardine. Right to the paint. Easy layup for Scoop Jardine. Our research into his nickname came up inconclusive, Alex.
Yeah, it did. If anyone knows the reason why he goes by Scoop, let us know.
That's going to be a goaltend.
I don't know about that call, though.
Looks like the first goaltending call they got right so far today.
Yep. I was beginning to think that the officials didn't know that was a rule.
Yeah. Here's O'Corey. Step back jumper, good. That's a tough shot for Nick O'Corey.
Very tough.
Duron Scott had a great first half for the Highlanders. Hands it off to Rush. Rush
Nice pass.
Scott probably could have finished there.
Yeah, not too sure why the kick out there.
Frazier. The turnaround, good. Frazier's good at hitting those really tough shots, Alex.
Yep.
Okori tried to find Hall inside, but here come the Highlanders on the fast break. Woodfox, left-hand layup is good. Nothing too flashy there, but it got the job done.
Yep.
91-79 gives us a perfect time to thank our local sponsors.
Perfect time.
Perfect. Eco Home Insulation Systems, insulating your home by tomorrow's standards today. Celtic Creek RV, life is an adventure. Let us take you there. Seaside Communications, we live here. Nova Imprint, your local authorized Xerox agency. Boston Pizza, we will make you a fan. Travelodge, the official home of the Cape Breton Highlanders. CGI Health Group, better health begins here. The Canadian Coast Guard College, the official practice arena for your Cape Breton Highlanders. And finally, Burger King.
Do love me some Burger King.
I could go for some Burger King right now, Alex.
Yep. There are a lot of delicious aromas in the press box right now.
Yeah.
Definitely smell some chicken wings or something down there. The great.
Yeah, we're right above the private boxes here at Center
Yep.
200, so we can smell all the good food that they get without any of the benefits of actually having the food.
Yeah.
We should be ready to get back into action here at Center 200 momentarily.
That's what you need. You need a fast food for chicken wings.
I wouldn't hate it.
Yeah. Anyone listening, that's my idea. You're not allowed to steal it.
I'll be your wingman for that endeavor, Alex.
Nah, you're too chicken.
Oh. Make no bones about it. And River Lions will have possession coming out of the timeout. 4:11 to go here in the third quarter. Here's Okori. He'll find Hall down on the low block. Hall skips it out. The three is short for Muldrow, and the Highlanders will come back the other way. Scott pulling up from three, short. Pretty early in the shot clock for that type of shot, Alex.
Yeah, it seems like trying to shoot his way back into it himself. Got to rely on good ball movement and open looks.
Marty missed, and here comes Frazier. Nice pass to Scott, who kicks it out. Springer, the wide open three is good.
He's fired up. It's only a 9-point game now, Dylan. They're clawing their way back into it.
Yeah, great run here from the Highlanders. Forced the River Lions into the timeout and still came out of the timeout pretty fresh. Hall down low, double teamed. Good ball movement here. Okori skips it out. Marty off on the three. Nice rebound from Springer. And here's Scott. Scott driving and draws a foul. That's going to go against Muldrow. Scott will inbound on the sideline for the Highlanders. He finds Frazier. Frazier drives, wide open lane in the paint, and he's fouled hard by Muldrow, who gives him a little stare down afterwards. Looked there, Alex, like Frazier was attempting a slam.
It looked like he was going to have a slam dunk. Yep.
Yeah. Definitely cocked back to dunk it, but hard foul there from Muldrow.
Good foul, though. I mean, no malicious intent there.
Don't want to get dunked on either.
No, you don't.
Frazier hits the first free throw. And the second one is good as well. Another goaltend. And Marty will take a seat for the River Lions. Rocca comes in. Jardine. Inside. Great position for Hall again. Hook shot, no good. Here's Frazier. Crosses his way into the paint. And he'll get fouled again and go to the line. Scoop Jardine not happy with that call. I thought that was sort of a weak call there too, Alex.
Yeah, I would agree, but the refs have been calling a tight game all day, so at least they're being consistent.
Moore will come to the game, and Muldrow takes a seat. Frazier hits the first free throw. He's got 16 points right now for the Highlanders. Hits them both. Jardine passes up on the screen. Tried to force it in there, but got it right back. Rocca, no good on the corner three. Frazier a bit ahead of himself and turns it over. Jardine dunks it home. The River Lions bench pretty happy with that dunk.
Yep. Jardine not really known for his high-flying ability, so anytime you can get a nice two-hander, always good.
Springer. Great aggressive play at the rim there. Draws a foul, and he'll go to the free throw line. Springer, an acquisition mid-season. He was traded for Shaquille Keith. Spent the first half of the year with the Windsor Express.
Yep. A trade that I would say benefited both teams.
Yeah, I mean, Shaq Keith was an impact player for the Highlanders, so
Yep.
it was definitely tough losing him, but Springer has come in and filled a pretty good role with the team. Hits the free throws. 93-88.
Not quite the offensive caliber of Shaq Keith, but obviously a great defender. Hard worker on the offensive glass.
Costly turnover there. Jardine has it in the corner. Doesn't have his dribble, though, and great play by Witter to get a hand on that pass. Frazier. Driving. Frazier. Tough bucket for the Highlanders point guard.
And he's flexing on him.
Corey. It's a three-point game. Highlanders really fought their way back in this quarter to make this a game again. And here's Hall. 40 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Hall at the rim, nice finish. Carl Hall has been terrific in this one for Niagara. 19 points. Played great down low. Here's Frazier. Looks like he's going to hold for close to the last shot. Scott driving, pulling up, 3 on the clock. Nice bucket there from Deron Scott. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Highlanders trailed the River Lions 95-92. And Alex, what did you see from the Highlanders on that late third quarter run?
Well, it all started on the defensive end. Like we said, they had 22 points in the first half of that quarter, and then only 8 in the last 5 minutes and 40 seconds. So they really locked down. That's where we said it started, right? Yeah, everything starts on the defensive end, and then as you're getting stops, you're going against defenses that aren't quite set for your offense, and that really opens things up.
Chad Frazier, 17 points right now to go along with 4 assists and 5 rebounds. Meanwhile, Deron Scott also has 17 for the Highlanders. Booker Woodfox has chipped in 16. Billy Rush has 14. And Clinton Springer has 11. So pretty balanced scoring effort for the Cape Breton Highlanders.
Very balanced.
Woodfox, 7 assists right now. Meanwhile, for the River Lions, Carl Hall has 19, while Scoop Jardine has 18. Richard Amarty has 17. Kirk Williams, 11. And Nick Okori has 10. So both teams, pretty balanced scoring effort thus far, Alex.
Yep.
And who are you looking for to step up in the fourth quarter?
For the Highlanders, or?
Either team.
Well, I think the fourth quarter is really where Chad Frazier earns that paycheck. He's always been such a nice closer for them. He's kind of the Isaiah Thomas of this team, if you will.
Okay.
Young Isaiah Thomas, not Pistons Isaiah Thomas.
And we are ready to get back into action. Highlanders coming on with Frazier, Rush, Walker, Springer, and Scott. River Lions coming on with Rocca, Moore, Okori, Amarty, and Hall.
An update for National Basketball Association fans. The Washington Wizards lead the Atlanta Hawks 112-103 with under 30 seconds remaining.
Wizards have a pretty good team this year, Alex.
They do.
There's a big three from Chad Frazier. He's up to 20 points on the day. Okori gets a screen from Hall, pulls up from the elbow, and there's going to be a foul called. I think Okori will shoot 2. Not sure about that call, Alex.
I didn't see anything there.
Okori spent some time with the Island Storm earlier in the season, I believe. Hits the first free throw. And the second one, no good. Might have been a goaltend there, too. Looked like Rush grabbed the mesh as that free throw was on the cylinder.
Yeah, we got a travel call there on Okori, I believe.
Frazier slowing things down for Cape Breton, setting up the offense. Uses a screen from Walker, kicks it out. Rush driving. Floater no good. Timing was off for a putback, but Frazier gets it. The hook is good. Great play by Chad Frazier.
Frazier going to work. Great stop there by Frazier defensively. He's everywhere.
Frazier finds Rush wide open. The three, no good. Putback is, though, Clinton Springer. The crowd here at Center 200 is pumped up for the Highlanders' 3-point lead. Rocca, no good on the three. Frazier gets the screen from Walker. Kicks it out. Springer driving baseline. He kicks it out. Rush. Guarded tightly by Moore. Rush will draw the foul. And that gives Cape Breton 14 on the shot clock. Frazier inbounding for the Highlanders. He finds Scott. He's had a pretty good game. Great ball movement. Frazier again. The three. What a fourth quarter so far for Chad Frazier.
And nobody could have predicted that, Dylan.
Guarded by Springer. Okori into the paint. And he'll go to the line for 2. And that's what you want to see from your players when the other team has momentum, Alex. Getting to the free throw line usually slows that down a little bit. Frazier with 25 points right now, leading all scorers.
Also has 6 rebounds and 4 assists.
So a great all-around game so far from Chad Frazier out of Charlotte, North Carolina. And that's a putback that you need to have if you're Niagara there, Alex.
Yep.
They have missed a lot of bunnies to keep with the Easter theme, but Walker fouled hard on the alley-oop attempt. He'll go to the line. Walker has struggled from the free throw line so far today, 3 of 6. He's hoping to up that percentage just a bit. He has 5 fouls right now, Alex, so he's got to play carefully.
Yep.
As this game comes to a close.
Well, like we said, Hall is really working them down low.
Yeah. And it looks like Marty will pick up a technical foul. I'm sure the Highlanders will want someone other than Walker to shoot that free throw.
I would say so. I'm already clearly still not pleased with what's been happening the past few minutes as smacks Scoop Jardine's hand on the way in.
And Walker hits the free throw. Quentin Springer will come in to shoot the technical. Just 1 free throw for the technical foul. You get 2 on an unsportsmanlike. Highlanders now have an 8-point lead, Alex.
And the ball.
Pretty big swing here. That started in the middle of the third quarter. Frazier driving. Nice high finish off the glass, but it rattles out. I thought that was good for sure.
Yeah, it looked good. Love the aggressiveness getting right to the rim, though. Strong move from Frazier.
Moore to Williams. Williams drives on Walker, and Walker's got to be careful.
Yeah, that's a nice move right there. Great awareness, knowing that Walker has 5 fouls. Take it right at him.
Springer kicks it out. Rush. And he'll find Scott to reset. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Scott to Rush in the corner. The 3 is short. Big rebound from Walker. And he'll get the and one. Anthony Walker goes to the free throw line again. Trying to complete the and one. We'd love to hear from you on Twitter throughout the rest of the game. Hit us up at Dylan_White or at AlexMcLeod24. Questions, comments, feedback, analysis, etc. Whatever it is, we'd love to hear from you. Walker misses the free throw again. Almost gets his own rebound. But here comes Niagara. Okori, the transition 3 is way off. Great hustle there from Moore to try to get the rebound, and we'll find out soon whose ball it will be. The officials will talk it over. It's going to be Highlanders ball. And Alex, do you think it's time for Niagara to go back to that zone that was so effective for them in the first half?
Yeah, that might be what they need right now.
It will actually be Niagara ball.
I thought for sure that he pointed.
Yeah, he
in the
definitely
Highlanders'
pointed.
direction.
Yeah. Officials discuss the shot clock. It's at 16 seconds. Anthony Walker takes a seat, and Austin Witter comes in.
Officials will have a quick meeting.
They're going to give them a full reset.
Shot clock is being reset to 24 seconds.
I guess they decided that the Highlanders had full possession as it fell out of bounds. Williams almost got the end one, but he'll go to the line and shoot two.
Fouls on number 6, Charles Mann, his second personal foul. On the line, shooting the line is Kirk Williams.
Kirk Williams, 13 points so far today. Pretty solid game. Misses his first free throw. Williams got into foul trouble early on. He has 5 fouls currently, so he also has to be careful as this game comes to a close. Misses them both. Frazier finds man in the high post. Quick screen from Witter. Tried to lob it into him, but the River Lions got a hand on it. Okori into the paint. Weaves his way through the defense, but that's a frustration foul right there from Okori.
Yep. That's the perfect term for it, Dylan.
Fouls on number 2, Okori, his 4th personal foul. It's going to be Highlanders ball, but first, the Lions call a timeout.
River Lions call a timeout. And what does Niagara have to do to fight their way back into this, Alex?
Well, really, in the second half, their offense has been stagnant. They're not really getting the looks that they were getting in the first half. They got to make sure they're getting to the rim. That was another great move. They've had a lot of close-range shots that they just haven't been able to connect on.
And some team stats from the game so far. Niagara shooting 46% from the field. Highlanders shooting 48%. Both teams shooting pretty well from 3. River Lions have 10 so far, while the Highlanders have 16, shooting 47%. River Lions have dished out more assists than the Highlanders, 23-21, but the Highlanders have turned the ball over 5 more times, 15-10 in that battle. We should be ready to get back into action momentarily. Coming out of the timeout for the River Lions. And I wonder if they will come out in the zone defense that they did in the first half, Alex.
I would anticipate that. That's what I think. They really got to mix things up right now. Get out in transition, get some stops.
And if you're Ben Resner, you should be preparing, for that zone in the timeout currently. River Lions coming on with Williams, Hall, Okori, Jardine, and Muldrow. Highlanders coming on with Springer, Scott, Frazier, Mann, and Witter. Probably the smallest lineup that the Highlanders can floor, Alex.
Yep.
Man.
I mean, I guess you could have Billy Rush at the 5.
Yeah.
But that's going really small.
Man. Tried to dish it off to Witter. Here comes Niagara on the fast break. Williams loses it out of bounds, and it'll be Highlanders basketball.
Almost took out a fan there. Appears everyone's all right. May have broken a chair. No, I think they're fine.
Just under 8 minutes to go here in the final quarter of play. Highlanders lead 107-99, sorry. Man, nice bucket. Tried to draw the foul as well, but not getting that call. The three, Muldrow, no good. Rebounded by Scott. Highlanders have a 10-point lead.
Highlanders trailed by as many as 17 earlier in the game.
Great resolve from this Highlanders team.
Yep, and they know that they have to fight every possession now. It's the playoff race.
Hopefully they can show that resolve over these final 7 games to earn that final playoff spot. Deron Scott at point guard this possession for the Highlanders. He finds Frazier. Frazier uses the screen from Witter, pulls up the three. Bit flat on that one, but Witter with the putback. That's a 12-point lead for the Highlanders right now. And great play there from Chad Frazier to draw the charging foul. Interesting celebration afterwards too,
Yep.
Alex.
Nice little dance move.
Yeah. Moore checks in for the River Lions as Williams fouls out. Scott right back out. The three is good. Deron Scott. He's got 20 points.
And our game clock and shot clock, everything's shut off. No one has noticed.
Nice take there from Jardine, and hopefully this isn't too long of a delay, Alex.
I hope we're still on.
Yeah.
If anyone
One
wants
way to find out.
Yeah, that's a good way. Oh, there we go.
We back. 6:10 remaining. I wonder if those buckets will count. I'm assuming they will.
I think it will. It seems like no one noticed until after the basket is made.
Yeah.
I mean, Ben Resner noticed, and PA announcer Matt Giorgio noticed, but we noticed.
Yeah, they just gave Jardine the 2 points, so it's a 10-point game with just over 6 minutes remaining here in the final quarter.
Scoreboard got disabled there. We're trying to figure out how to reset the score.
So 114-101.
Where'd the 14 come from?
I am not sure. Alex.
I have to say I am confused right now.
Was by Steve Jardine and here we go. 114-101.
Was there a three before Jardine had that?
I don't. Maybe? Is that.
Yes, Deron Scott hit the three.
Okay.
And there's Jardine into the paint. Another layup. Frazier calling out the play. He'll get the screen from Witter. Kicks it right back out, and Witter can hit that shot, and he does. Jardine kicks it out. Hall. Good ball move into Corey. No good on the three. Rebounded by Muldrow. Springer, he'll get fouled in transition, and a rough fall there from one of the River Lions players.
Everyone appears to be okay. Kind of in our blind spot there behind
Yeah.
the.
Stanchion?
Yeah.
Is that what you would call it?
That's,
Yeah.
that's what it would be. That's a better word than net thing.
Springer misses the first free throw. He's had a solid game so far today, 14 points. Springer goes 1 of 2 from the line. It's 118-103 for the Cape Breton Highlanders. O'Corey kicks it out, and they swing it. Jardine drives baseline. Nice finish there for Scoop Jardine. He has 24 points on 11 of 16 shooting. Very efficient game for the Syracuse alum.
Yep, 13-point lead here for the Highlanders.
Frazier coming off the screen. He's cooled down a bit since the start of the fourth quarter, but
Yep.
Jardine, heat check there, can't get it to fall. It's going to be Highlanders ball.
Like to say hi to New Waterford basketball legend Doug McKinnon, who's tuning into the game.
Former Cole Bowl MVP.
Yep, 1987. I'll never let you forget.
He's the John Sebastian Jaguar of Cole Bowl MVPs. Losing effort, but still picked up the award.
Yep.
Scott uses the screen from Walker. Skips it over to Springer. Nice dish. Walker blocked at the rim.
Looked like he lost the ball going up there.
Looks like Muldrow's shaken up a little bit after that play. Hall, great post position again. And
That's going to be number 6 on Walker.
yeah, it looks like either Lou Field or Witter will have to check in.
Haven't really seen much of Lou Field in the second
Yeah.
half.
He's a guy who I think could do a better job of guarding a guy like Hall down low.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a lot more physical. Obviously, Walker, great shot blocker. But like you said, Lufield really does a good job banging bodies down low. He's a good matchup for Hall.
Nice finish from O'Corey, looking for the foul, but he's not getting it. And Ben Resner will call a timeout. They lead 118-107. So what have the Highlanders done in this fourth quarter, Alex, that has really worked for them that hasn't worked for them in previous games?
Well, Chad Frazier really took over the game in that first portion of the fourth quarter. They've just gotten a lot better looks. They're a lot more patient. A lot of momentum. Momentum goes a long way. Like a couple big shots from Frazier, and they're flying. Then Niagara not exactly comfortable on the offensive end.
We did not see much of the zone from Niagara here
We
in
did
the
not.
second half, although it was very effective for them in the second quarter. And Alex, the Highlanders seem to be a better team when Chad Frazier gets in that 25-plus point range.
Yep. Scoring more points is usually a good thing.
Yeah, but when he's off, they usually lose. But when he's in that range, their record, I think, is a lot better.
Especially with the absence of Hank Thorns now. He's really taken over that leadership role.
We're ready to resume play here at Center 200. Frazier has the ball. Springer on the wing now. Swings it over to Rush. Frazier has it again on the wing. Skirted by Hall. Fade away. Short on that one. Here's Jardine, the transition three. Can't get the roll. Nice rebound for Springer. I think this would have been an opportunity for the Highlanders to push it a bit more in transition. Niagara were slow to get back.
Yep.
But it results in a missed three. Big block from Austin Witter.
The massive swath.
Comes over from the other side and rejects more.
That might be the biggest block we've seen yet this season, Dylan.
Yeah. Although Walker and Witter have both had some big ones here at Center 200.
They don't want to push the ball, even though, man, would have had a wide open layup.
Yeah. Springer putting his hands up. He was hoping for the ball. Frazier, nice.
They're deciding that time is more valuable than the points right now. They do hold an 11-point lead with under 3 minutes remaining.
Frazier will go to the line to shoot two. They're in bonus now. Rocco will check in for Niagara following the free throws. Frazier hit the first one. And the second one is good as well. 120-107. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. The River Lions looking to mount a late run. The floater, no good. Rebounded by Springer. Highlanders slowing things down. Gonna milk that clock. Springer to Rush. Little isolation action on the wing for Rush. Can't get the layup to foul. He was looking for. Can't get it to fall. He was looking for a foul.
And then we have an and one on the other end by Scoop Jardine.
That'll make it a 10-point game if Jardine can hit the free throw. Plenty of time for Niagara to mount a comeback in this one, Alex.
Yep.
Jardine, 26 points. Almost traded that one free throw for a two, but can't get the floater to fall. Man, driving. Draws a foul. Didn't really have to do much embellishment there to draw it either.
No. That's a little tic-tac foul there, but
yeah. Man will shoot two for the Highlanders. This is just his fifth and sixth free throw attempts of the game. Usually Man is in that 10-plus free throw range, Alex.
Yep, one of the best in the league at getting to the line.
That one rattles in, 122-109. Just over 1.5 to go here in the final quarter. Jardine tried to lob it into Hall. Great catch. But he lobs it out of bounds. It went off Springer. Niagara will retain possession. Jardine showing off the handle there, but that's going to be a turnover. Chad Frazier, guarded tightly by O'Corey. To Mann. Charles Mann pulls up, drains the three, and that's probably the dagger, Alex.
Yeah, you have to think so. You think 125 puts it out of reach here. Great game for the Highlanders.
Less than a minute to go here. Highlanders lead 125-109. And Witter will get called for a foul.
Fouls on Austin Witter, his second personal foul.
Here's Rocca. Into the paint. Tipped out of bounds by Frazier.
So this is going to end up being a big win for the Highlanders, Dylan.
Yeah, Alex. Highlanders desperate for W's in that column to try and make this playoff push.
Yep.
7 games remaining after this one for the Highlanders. 4 of them right here at Center 200.
With this win, they'll trail Moncton by 1 full game.
Up next for the Highlanders is a pair of road games against the Hurricanes and Riptide. There's a big slam for Billy Rush. The next time we see them here at Center 200 is the 21st against the Island Storm, who they had some trouble with last night.
Yep.
Rocca kicks it out, and Jardine might just dribble this one out. Hall. That gets him up to 20 points on the day, and that'll do it. Highlanders win 127-111. We'll be back with you on the 21st. Thanks for joining us, folks.